Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday mini album and I have two albums to share featuring ScrapDiva Designs August release. I know it's almost at the end of the month and I should have had this already shared, but since I got sick it put me behind. But these are my two little albums, you guys. They are so cute, so I'm gonna jump in because it's a lot. So these were the dies that I used. I used the French flower number 2. I used the bee stamp. I used the bee words. This is the second set and this is the first set. I also used a honeycomb and it comes with flowers. Oh my gosh, I love the honeycomb hexagon, the cute bees. I used the bee from the bag topper. I also actually used the whole set, but I also pulled out just the little bees. They're so cute. And then of course you guys saw the mini album with the beehive set. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been trying to catch up like crazy. So this one I have had not put together. I had the pages folded. It's a 12 by 12 that I divide in half and folded at the 6 inch mark, and then I score at 8 inches and fold that flap up and create like a little pocket once I fold it all together. So I'll show you guys. Anyways, I've had this paper forever and I finally decided to use it, and then I never made the book. While Erica's designs were perfect for it, so that's why I started finishing it up. I use my cinch machine to bind it, but my binding is a bit on the small side, so that's why it's kind of like this, which I feel bad. I should have used a 1 inch, and I think I pulled out like a 0.67 inch, the smaller size. Here's the French flowers. I also used the leaf from one of her other flower sets. I didn't make it a shaker just because I was layering so much up on it. Here's this, these dies are from my stash and I don't even know where I got them. They were from, oh, here's one set though, actually. This right here, it's, oh, it looks like I found it at Walmart. I don't even know where what's the brand. Hello Hobby is the trademark, but I found these there and I think I picked them up, or I got them in a D-stash actually, but I used those there. And then this one, I don't know where it's from, but I know it's a nesting set. And so it's just my cover. I used chipboard and covered it with the paper. I have these little pockets that I found at Dollar General. They're just little pockets, like plastic pockets, which I thought were cute. And they have this sticker already in the back, so you just stick it down. This page I actually made it into it's a flat page. I did stick some in there that are just 6 by 8. And so here I created a little pocket and you can put pictures and wording there. How cute is that? And here's where I use the words. I just love it. And I found these bees and these flowers at Hobby Lobby, so I threw a lot of them in there since I felt like they matched the paper. Here's the Be Kind. I created a little flap here. I stamped in the corner. Just love the way that turned out. My trims, they're kind of fun. I matched everything. Here I used the Be Happy with the beehive. And then here's the pockets that I was talking to you about. So you're gonna score all the way down at the 6 and 8, and then you just fold it up. I want to say Barbie, might have been Barbie. She had a tutorial. I should go see if she still has it. But I think she cuts her down at an angle, and I think I just had them folded, and because I never got around to finishing it, didn't score it or didn't trim it down at an angle. So that's why you'll see it just straight across, because I just thought it'd be perfect. But I used the Project Live cards and stamped some there. Oh, I meant to show my little chipboard circle. I have all these shapes, and so I covered it with paper and I sanded down. And then I found these Heidi Swap acetate sheets from 2005, and they're flowers, so I punched them out and added them to my little paper clips. How cute is that? And I added some more trim here. I did some stamping. This is an Erica's stamp set here and here, and then this is a Sarah Bargo. Busy Being Happy is a Sarah Bargo stamp. On this set here, I just added a piece of the paper, like a little journaling card, and then I added these fun little charms. So cute. I'm gonna add this bookmark in there. I thought it'd be fun to throw it in there. I feel like it matches. I also just threw in some of the papers, and I did trims. I stamped them or stapled them down and added flowers in front of the staple so you couldn't see it. So fun. beautiful. I did fussy cut out the flower and the bee, and then I added this. There's a paper that has strips, as you can see. So I cut them out and added them here and there. I try to just kind of match the design to the paper. Here's a cute, the bees from the stitched die set. Here's another chipboard that I used. Just fun, quick, simple ideas to add to these books, these trims. I was digging through my stash. Here's one of the strips that I cut out. I just glued it down, and then I added these fussy cut out from the paper, these little flowers. Here I added the hexagon. I just love the way that looks. And then I have these flowers that not flowers, but they're like ribbon rosettes that I've had in my stash. And then I used one of the journaling cards with the stamping, and I'm just gonna adhere it like that. Here's a cute bees too, so cute. I just love the way this turned out. Here's where I use the bee for the bag topper, and I left a little space so you could slide a picture in here. Here's another card. You can put pictures. I have all these rose trims in my stash from when I used to make headband holders, and I just been trying to figure out how to use them. So I thought it'd be perfect to put one here. Here's one of those little pockets. It's like plastic, but I added there. Here's another journaling card from the paper collection. And I don't know where it comes from. I can't remember. But I just thought I didn't want to throw it, like get rid of it, even though it's kind of an older print. I don't know. I knew I could do something with it. So I'm kind of glad I waited. Here's one of the hexagons. I just cut it out. And then I included some of the leftover paper. And then this little scalloped die cut. I don't even know where I got this, but it was in my stash and I thought I'd put it in there. And then here's another of that acetate flower. And I just scallop punched a circle and added it to the paper clip. So cool. And here's the honeycomb. It kind of blends in, the flowers do, but I added the bees down here. Be mine. And then here on the back page, I just cut out this paper, had it left over. So I glued it down and then fussy cut out the design, the flower. And I left it kind of open so you could stick a photo in there, or maybe a journaling card as well. And that is it, you guys. That's that one. Okay, this next one, I love the way it turned out. It's like a vintage style with the beehive. Here's a paper collection that I used. It was just this older set from my Mind's Eye. I loved their paper collections. They always had the best designs. I love them. I have a whole stash of them, and this one was in the back of my mind when I saw the honeycomb, and so I thought I'd do that. But I did make a shaker, and I did like an ombre color for the seed beads in there. Here's the little flower from the honeycomb set, and I did use the center that comes with the little die set, the little circle. It kind of looks like a little, I don't know, scalloped edge to it. So I used this paper, and I thought it was cute. Now, these stickers are from Michaels, and they have a selection of bee stickers, and so I decided to save up my scraps. But here's the set, and I'll share. You'll see them in the book, but I thought it'd be fun to put those two in the cover, and I just love the way it turned out. Now, I kept it kind of simple, but I did do some fun designing here. I did add some really fun, like crocheted or embroidery type of like trim, but it's actually like a longer piece, and I just cut it down. And I added the cute little bee. I added this bee washi tape, which I don't even know what I did with it. I found it at Hobby Lobby. It came with 4 little rolls of washi tape, and it was on sale, so I grabbed it. I have these little die sets from Impression Obsessions that I picked up before they closed down, and this is one of them, and I just love the way it looks, like little meant to be little tags. But I picked this up because Jill Norwood, I think, used them in one of her designs, and I thought they were perfect. Now over here I used one of the stickers. I love the way that looks, but I added it to the honeycomb that I cut down. I added these little flowers. They're from Hobby Lobby, but I gotta go back and add little rhinestones because these things come off all the time. I used the word sweet from the die sets, but I only used the word itself. Oh my gosh, you guys, I did this stitching here. I love the way that looks. And then I added this trim. This is like from my stash. And then this is a die cut. I think it's a Tim Holtz one, but I got it in a D stash. And then I added the flowers that comes with the honeycomb die set, but I didn't do them in white. I did them in the printed paper, and I just love the way that looks. Okay, this little set here, all I did was create like little, they're just circle punches, but I covered them with tulle and then just layered stuff up on it. So I put the sunflowers. These are from Hobby Lobby. The word B, I just die cut out one of the words. And then I used this little, what is it? A little bobbin from, I don't even know where I picked this up, but it's a big old set and it comes with quite a few. It might have been AliExpress. And I just put some yellow embroidery floss thread, you know, around it and kind of made it. I was looking for the needle die set and I could not find it. I got frustrated and just left it like that, but I need to go back and see where it's at because I have Erica's sewing machine. I think it'd be cute to put a needle through it. And then here's one of the bee flowers that comes with the sticker pack. And then I had this little die cut that's like a, I don't know, Baroque style like design, and so I just distressed it and added it there. And then the last two pages, I kind of kept them simple. On this one, I put these these layered circles and added another one of those tags with the little flowers. And because the paper had the design, I just kind of added the bee around it and kind of kept it simple. Over here, I had this glittered circle just sitting in this stash of die cuts that I had. So I layered the sticker and it looked so perfect on it. So I just left it and added more flowers. And since I did some stitching here, with the stitch die set, I ended up adding just the little flowers along the like the stitching design, and I just love the way that looks. And that's it, you guys. Definitely check out hashtag ScrapDiva Designs for ideas and inspiration. Sign up for the mailer. You'll want to come back soon because the new release is gonna be here pretty soon. And come back later for Poochie's Mimi Monday. It's our last week, and there are going to be lots of giveaways. Erica has sponsored Poochie's giveaway, and I think it's $40. And I'll put it in the description box so you guys can know what's... I think she's got quite a few giveaways, but definitely check it out. Don't forget to use my discount code MWalker10. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back soon with some more videos. Bye.